Hi, I'm Debbie Barnett, and before watching tonight's episode, please watch this short video on the new American Mahjong Rules app. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to Maj Pedia, proudly presented by MahjCon, the pioneering app that provides comprehensive information on American Mahjong rules, strategies, fun facts and much more. Sign up for a 3-day free trial so you can explore the app. Download the app from the Google Play or App Store. Or pause the video and scan the QR code to take you directly to the app. Watch the entire How to Use Maj Pedia video to learn more. With Maj Pedia by your side, you'll never have to worry again about a disagreement around the Mahjong table. And you'll always feel confident when a student asks a question about rules. Maj Pedia, always at your fingertips, up to date and easy to use. Thank you for watching and for supporting Maj Pedia, brought to you by MahjCon.
Welcome everybody here who's with me on Zoom. I think everybody is officially muted except for Gayleen, so I'll click you and mute you. Welcome everybody watching from YouTube. So we're going to head over to I Love Maj. Right now, I'm going to share my screen. And here we are at I Love Maj. Now, during the game, if you have any questions about why I said something or why I did something, put it in chat. I'll do my best to pay attention and not mess up. Phyllis, I need to maybe have you have like a little bell or something where, if I miss something in chat, you could like ring a bell or I don't know. I was just thinking that would be kind of funny. I know I probably won't work out, but I will do my best to pay attention and get to those questions or comments. Now, I don't know if everybody's familiar with I Love Maj. I like to give like just a couple of minutes about it because this is my go-to site to do these Wednesday night live streams and where I play when I practice on my own and with my friends. There are lots of great platforms out there. Some of you might already be on one. There's nothing wrong with having more than one subscription. I have 3 because I have friends that play on another one and I like to play with them sometimes. So I have more than one. But what I love about I Love Maj is not only can you play against the bots at 3 different levels of intelligence, but you also can schedule a game with your friends or create a personal table. And you also have a fabulous exercise room where everybody should be hanging out quite a bit, or at least dedicating a little bit of time in this exercise room. They're all very intuitive. And if not, they have tutorials on how to work every single one of these exercises. This is how you're going to learn the card quicker than if you just start playing and don't go through some of these exercises. So I do suggest that you try them. They're really great. If you like what you see tonight while we're playing, under every single one of my skill building videos is a link. I am an affiliate of I Love Maj, and that will get you an extra week for free. So instead of 2 weeks, you'll get 3 weeks. Try it out. You don't have to commit to it, but you could certainly try it out. And somebody did email me this week. I love it when people email me and let me know about certain things or if they want me to do something different. I think this past week I was so excited about playing for the first time with the new card that I forgot to go over what the other players, the bots, were playing when the game ended. And so I am going to do a much better job at that because that also helps us learn to take a look to see what hand they were doing and how close they were to Mahjong, or if they won, what they were playing, etc. So hello, Carol, Janet, Ann, and Bill. Welcome to Wednesday night live stream. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and launch the game. I do play against the intermediate level, which is right in the middle of the beginner and the advanced I think the intermediate is pretty advanced, to be honest with you. But it's interesting to play through the different levels and see how much like a beginner bot plays, as opposed to the intermediate. There have been things that the intermediate bot has done. I think they passed a flower once in the Charleston, and I'm pretty sure with the advanced bots, they don't do that. A couple of other things like that. So let's go ahead and get started here, because this is the best part of the whole night, is getting to play. Now, I'm going to say no here, because if I say yes and someone is online and invites me to play at their table, it'll bounce me out of the game that we're working on and into their table. So we don't want that to happen. Welcome anybody who came in just recently. And I'm Debbie Barnett, Wednesday Night Skill Building. Hopefully you guys know me from Facebook, YouTube, et cetera, et cetera. I'm a kind of a Mahjong nut, I guess you could say. Look, if you can't come in here and you decide you don't really want to play intermediate, you got a little bit nervous about playing at intermediate level, you could change it here. So that's cool. And then the only other thing I want to mention is don't forget, well, two more things I want to mention. Don't forget to change the card to the 2024 card. I made that boo-boo once last year. And actually, I did it once in person too. And also the timer. This timer I leave off during this evening because it is a teaching opportunity and I don't want to have to think about pausing the timer. This mimics how long it takes for you to make a decision when someone discards a tile, whether you need to call it or let it go. You also can pause it. So even if you click on 4 seconds, you could pause it and take all the time you want. But if you want to test how quickly you make the decision about a discard, this is how to do it right here. All right, let's start out. Will I have, okay, Joker gods, help me out tonight, okay? I always have to say that. Here we go. Oh, I got one. So I'll take it. I'm not going to be greedy, of course. Alrighty, so I just clicked on sort by suit. Sorting by suit, as opposed, I don't do rank. I like sort by suit. That for me is the best way to organize the tiles initially. And it is merely a way of having things kind of look in a nice order to start with. Nothing stays this way for long. But I use the example of a filing cabinet. If your files were not in alphabetical order and you had to go pull 3 files and you had to go through everything, it would be very hard to find what you were looking for. When they're sorted by suit initially, you could see things a little more clearly. You get to see if you have any multiples of tiles, etc. So it's nice to do it that way. And that was the way I learned from way back when. I do put my wins and dragons on the right initially, just because they have their own category and they're on the right side of the card for no other reason. I don't care if you put them at the beginning. It doesn't really matter. That's just the way I do it. So I like to explain that. Now, looking at this hand, the best way to start out is to work off of your multiples. There's got to be a direction that you go and a way you organize your tiles, or else you're just going to be haphazardly picking tiles, and very often beginners especially collect same suit tiles. So, and I teach so much, and I'm around people that have learned from other people that are still new or have been playing for a year or two, and I still see them doing this, just collecting these tiles that are the same suit. Because after all, boy, they do look very pretty together, right? Now, sometimes collecting same suit tiles would be beneficial and would work out for what you're doing. But unless you know why you're doing it, and you can convince me why you're collecting those and giving something else away, I'm not going to be convinced that you are holding them for the right reason. So with that said, we'll start with our multiple of 8s. Now, looking at an 8, I know that an 8 is an even number, right? So the first thing I'll do is I'll gather all of my even numbers and just stick them together. That doesn't mean that's where I'm going right now. I'm just trying to get things organized so that eventually I can make a good decision. So that's not a whole lot of evens, okay? And, you know, the 20, I didn't say anything about 2024 hand at this point because we started from the multiples. But if I backed up to it, I like to have at least one soap. The soap is also it's our Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde tile. It also acts as a 0 when used in a numbered sequence or numbered hand, I should say. So I'm not really going to be focusing on 2024 section. Now, if we move to like numbers, it'd be nice if I had other 8s because I might consider like numbers, but I only have a pair of 8s right now. Not great. All right, addition hands. Well, there's no 8s in addition hands. So right now, addition hands isn't making me feel all warm and fuzzy either. All right, now we'll move along to quints, and we're going to skip right by quints because I like to have a couple of jokers at least with some other doubles of something or triples or just some kind of a multiple of something else if I'm even going to keep an eye on quints. Nothing wrong with keeping an eye on quints. Matter of fact, this year, the quints section is so lovely that you could keep an eye on quints, not even having a joker if you didn't want, and probably make it happen. It's a pretty easy, user-friendly quint section this year. Let's put it that way. All right, so now we're going to move down to consecutive run. Consecutive run, the most powerful, flexible section on the card, if it's used properly. And what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is that I know that you know what you're doing when you're collecting consecutive numbers that are not all matching suits. If they're all matching suits and you've discounted others in that consecutive area, I know you're not using it right. We have to remember that the colors on the card indicate the number of suits you can use. And in every section, you've got multiple colors going on. Consecutive run uses all the suits. We don't just collect one consecutive suit, numbers in one, but we will collect everything that works out within a couple of tiles before or after a number. Obviously, the closer you are to your multiple being in or your number being in the middle between, 1 and 4 or 1 and 5, 5 and 9, the more options you have to taking numbers. If I have multiples of 8s or 9s, I can't go above 9, so I can't collect a whole lot more there. But nonetheless, this is what I've got going on here right now with these multiples. And since the consecutive run line 1, which is one of the 4 hands that are all one suit, goes from 5 on the right side, line 1, consecutive run 5 through 9, I might as well keep the 5. Now, this is what I mean by I can tell you why I'm keeping 5, 7, 8, and 9, or 7, 8, 9, or all of those numbers in that consecutive run section. I'm not just doing it because they look pretty together. I have a reason for it. All right, now, if we move down to, excuse me, I got a little something going on here. If we move down to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, we've also got a lot of the odd numbers. They don't include that 8, but there's several of them here. if I can keep those ones, maybe I'll keep them. Because even though we work off of the eights, there have been times when other things come into Charleston that change the direction of your hand completely. So I've had to break up what I thought was my strength in the very beginning because the tiles were directing me another way. And that's okay. Now, I don't like to give dragons away, not because I'm concerned about giving them to somebody, because there's a good amount of dragon hands, but there's a couple less this year than there were last year. I'm not concerned. When I pass, I try to make the best move. But if I need to get rid of something because I'm building my hand, I'm not going to be crazy about doing a real defensive move. I'll just say, nice pass. And in person, what you usually hear, yeah, you missed me all around. So, look, sometimes you do give somebody a great pass because I get great passes. So we all have that opportunity to do that. But there is, there are dragons thrown into all the hands. So I don't know if I'm going to use it right at this moment. If I can hold it, I'll hold it. So now I've got a lot going on, mostly consecutive numbers, maybe 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 category. And we're just collecting tiles right now. That's all we're doing is gathering tiles. So I'm going to pass this for my first. Now, winds are very hot this year. They were hot last year. I only have one right now. Sometimes if I have a couple, I'll keep them and work on a hand that's in there that might work out, like the third hand from the bottom, which is 7, would be 7, 8, 9 for me, the 3 pairs. But I'm not so sure I want to do that right now. Or maybe I do, and maybe I'll take one of the ones. Maybe I'll keep the 1 dot because the top line on the left side is the 1 suit, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just see what happens. Maybe I'll leave that Winds and Dragons opportunity there just for a minute or a pass or two. Maybe I will. Also 3, 6, 9. I don't have 3s. I only have 1 9. Not that strong right now. So we're going to go on. Singles and pairs. I have a joker. I don't usually look at them if I have a joker unless there's something really great going on. And then I will look at it and say, hey, if it comes in, I'll get rid of the joker. It happens. But I think maybe I'll do that. I had a change of heart, and I will see what happens with these tiles. Well, that's interesting. I did get a north. So I'm going to take a look at that hand just to see. Now, this is a whole element of an entire hand right here. Are we missing tiles? You bet we are. Of course, we have this joker, so I can go either place here or here. Absolutely, we're missing parts of this hand. There's no doubt about it. But if I get another north and another south, maybe it'll really help me out. But now I got a 1 dot. Well, so now I got to think, well, what am I going to do here? Do I consider the one, that first line in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 on the left side? I'm missing right now the 3s, which is a pair, pretty risky. I only have 1, 7. That's also a pair. These are things I think about. Yeah, I could get them, but when I have to make a decision, I have to think about it. I also need a pair for that 7, 8, 9. I need a pair of 7s. I need a pair of 9s. So maybe what I'll do is keep the 1s at this point. I got to be careful because I don't want to get stuck if I have to break something up. I don't want to get stuck passing a pair. Because first rule, first beginner strategy rule, when you're playing Charleston, you do not pass a pair. That's it. You may get stuck because you're not aware of how to make sure you don't, but don't pass it if you are able to control it. Another thing is, don't pass flowers. So now I have to make a decision. So maybe I'll try this and see what happens. Because now that north-south hand with the 3 pairs in the middle, which is any run, is a possibility if I get a couple of more wins. Let's see what happens. Okay, I didn't get anything in right now, so I'm going to continue on and just pass those. Well, not exactly what I was hoping for. No north and south yet. No north and south yet. Well, I'm going to definitely continue the Charleston. We just completed the first Charleston, right across first left, and this is the time where I could stop it if I want. But we do not stop the Charleston unless we have one hand. We formed one hand, and we don't have 3 tiles to pass. Well, I don't know what hand I'm playing yet. I have an idea of what direction I could go in, but not that great. So let me continue, and I'll just keep staying with what my direction.
Second Charleston.
You know, I could go 2, 4, 6, 8 and take and break other stuff up. I could do that too. And if I do that, it may be beneficial. This, you got to try. You can't hold everything. Now I got a 3. So now I have to, and after every Charleston move, we need to reassess what we're doing. So there's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And that doesn't even include our 8s. Now I got a Weston. I'm not going to keep the West for any reason. If I had gotten more north or south, I would have done it. And now I'm at that point where I have to make a decision. This is a little bit challenging. Let's see what else. I do like to have backup hands. So right now I don't have any kind of backup hand if I'm going to go with the 1, 3, 5. I mean, I could do 1, 3, 5 with the matching dragons, which is line 3. I don't have any of those dragons right now, but that could be a backup hand. And I don't like to have that where I don't have a couple of options. So this is like one of those things where I'm going to be either I keep that 8 as an option to be able to work in the runs. And then, of course, the 1 dots won't work out, or I break it up. And I'm kind of thinking I might break it up. I think I might break it up right now. If this was a blind pass option, I would take advantage of it, but it's not. So I think I'm going to do that. Of course, I got a 6. Now, if I had the 8, that would have been my better choice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with 2 now. I'm going to keep the 6 just in case I get back the 8 because I like this 5, 6, 7, 8. And that would have been something if I knew I was going to get the 6. I would have maybe kept. So we'll go ahead with this.
Courtesy pass.
And I'll just pass those 2. And of course, I didn't get anything back here. 5, 7, 9, 9, 9. Wrong numbers. That bottom concealed 5-7-9 hand. Those numbers only. To me, it would make sense if it was 5-7-9-9-9, but it's not. So, okay. So now we're going to start discarding. And I did not get any more north or south, so I'm going to get rid of those pretty early right now. Nothing else really came in that I can see that makes those worth holding. And just in case somebody is playing those wins and they were holding them, I'll get them out early. So those are good tiles to prioritize to get out early. And then I just discard by getting out the freshest tiles possible, because people's hands are not well set to call early on. So you make it harder when you get those tiles out early in the game. We're now 99 tiles after the deal. 3 different groupings of 33 gives us a beginning, a middle, and an end game. And you can move very quickly in the beginning game by keeping just what you need and just discarding, like I said, the freshest tiles out there. So I'll keep track of that as we go along.
North.
Let's
call,
see what
right.
happens. Look at that. So you see how predictable this game is when you've been playing long enough. There it is. But I forced him now to call that north. Either he called it too early or he's got a lot of other jokers or other things going on. But now we know he's playing either line 1B, which would be the right side, line 3. Line 1B or line 3. And line 3 has been a very popular hand with the bots this year so far. So ignore that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that south and see if he called it.
South. Call. 4 dots.
Oh, what do you know? We got his number early on. Well, I'm just happy to get it out of the way, but rather do it now than hold those tiles thinking somebody needs them and then I give Mahjong. Not that that won't happen anyway.
5 bam.
Okay, well, we'll keep that. So right now, I'm still kind of thinking 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, or 1, 3, 5 with the matching dragons. It's just going to have to depend on what comes in with everything. But I think that for right now, I'm going to be sticking with something in the 5, 7, 7, 9. It could be a 2 suit 5, 7, 7, 9 that could change everything. We'll see. I've got these 9s that I've got collected now, but I know I gave a few away. Oh, 6. Oh, this is a nice hand that Carol sees. I didn't even see that hand. 6, 7, 8. That hand I didn't even see, but I do like that hand. And I have all the single tiles. So Carol, kudos for seeing that. And I have 2 flowers. So I think that might be, wow, that's a really nice hand. So that is, yeah, I have to really be aware of that hand. Because I did play that a couple of times. And it's not easy if you don't have those singles. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to say that 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 might be the way I'm going to go. I'll hold the 1, 3, 5 right now, and I'll get rid of the 9 dots.
9 dots.
Excellent, Carol.
9 dots. 2 dots.
Oh, of course. Wouldn't you know? Ugh. This is 1. I don't need the pair for 1, 3, 5 with the dragons. I don't need the pung. I don't need the 3 of them. So I'll get rid of 1 dot and still keep my other things open right now. let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more for that hand right there. So,
1 dot. 8 dot.
oh, there's an 8. I don't need it.
7 crack. 3 bam.
Okay, I don't need that.
1 bam. 4 bam. 4 dot. 9 crack.
Okay, so now I have to decide, do I want to make a commitment? And in actuality, why not? Because, well, I'm going to need 2 good picks at least for the flowers. I need another flower, but I do not need to use a joker with this tile. And if I don't call it now, that other 9 crack could be way toward the end of the wall. So I think I'm going to go ahead and commit. I need a good pick for the 9. So what I mean by that is I need at least 1 more tile to call it. I need 2 more to call this, depending on whether I'm using the joker in there or not. This could be a little bit risky. I need 5 flowers. I don't know. This is a little bit risky to do this. I almost want to say I got to hold off because of that, because it's a quint of flowers. If it was 4 flowers, I'd feel a lot better. Oh my goodness. Phyllis, would you call it or wait? Yes, you would call it? I knew you were going to say that. I don't even know why I asked you. Yeah, this is some of the things like, look, I could not call it and everything could work out fine. Or, I could not call it and that 9 won't show up. It'll be at the very end of the wall and I won't pick any, I'll need all my jokers or whatever for the flowers. So I don't know. It seems a bit risky right now. The reason I say that is because I don't want to put up flowers with a lot of jokers. Oh, Phyllis, you said I don't have another hand. Oh, because I got rid of the 9. Well, I do have the 1, 3. I do have flowers 1, 3, 5 with the soap. That's line number 3. 1, 3, 5 with the soap. I'm not as close to that one, but I do have that as an option. Oh, my goodness gracious. I hate making these decisions up right now. I really do. 5, 6, 7, or 6, 7, 8. It's got to be 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm going to hold up. I'm going to hold up. Don't kill me, Phyllis. You'll say, I told you so if it doesn't work out, but don't kill me. I know 1 soap went out too. I'm going to say no. I'm going to hold up. I don't want to call and commit too early, so I'm going to hold up. Okay, don't need that, but I'm keeping everything else. So there's 1 out, so I'm just going to throw it,
4 bam.
duplicate it.
6 crack. West. 1 crack.
8 crack. Now, the question is, do I hold that for any reason? No.
8 crack. Call. 2 dots.
Good reason not to hold it. Now, we know that he's playing the 3rd line down with either 9 cracks, ooh, I would have a competitor, or 7 cracks. There's no 7 cracks out yet, so.
1 bam.
Nope, don't need that.
3 crack. Call. 9 dots.
Wow, we got a lot of activity going on here.
9 bam.
So there's a 9 bam. You know, I'm not calling it and giving up my only joker, and I need a quint of flowers to make that hand. Not doing it. There's a soap. Now I'm even Steven with 5, 7. Oops, I'm sorry, not 5, 7. 1, 3, 5. Now I'm even Steven, and I do not need a quint of flowers. So I have to say that this hand might be the easier hand to make if I have to compare having to worry about those flowers. Oh my goodness. Okay, if I didn't get that, I probably wouldn't switch it out. But I need to get several good picks here to call anything. Yep. And I need 4 5s. That's kind of yucky too. Oh my God. All right. Well, I'm going to go this way only because of those quints. I'm just like, you'll see, I'm going to get a flower next. Watch. Watch. Oh, north and south hand. Yeah. Oh, right. 7, either 7, 8 or 8, 9. Not, that's right. See, I'm still thinking also the same suit. So Joe is playing north, south, 8 and 9, either dot or bam, or 7 bam or 7 dot. So that means I should get this 7 dot out. 3 and 9 dots are out. That's okay.
West. West.
Okay, and 3 cracks. Want to make sure I keep track of not losing
7 crack. 9 bam. 2 dot. 2 crack.
Boy, it's going to take a while to learn this. Okay, 2 and 3 could be 2, 3, 4, 5. Second hand from the bottom consecutive run with like suits or the 2 suits. That's the pung pung kong kong. What else could he be playing? I think that is it. If you see anything else that he's playing, let me know.
7 dot. East.
Oh, too bad. Look at that. Oh my God, it's south. Okay, well, I'm going to hold that south because now that I know what he's playing and he's got 3 souths out, that to me is a safe tile, or what I call my buffer tiles, to hold when the going gets a little bit tougher. And I cannot, I want to still make my hand, and it's getting harder to throw tiles later on. So we're currently at 64 tiles. We just went through the first half. We're now into the middle until we get down to 33 tiles. We still can play fairly quickly, but I know that I could give Mahjong to Joe. So if I get a tile that I think Joe needs, I have to decide, am I going to take a chance or not? And it's so early. Why wouldn't I take a chance? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this here. Let's see.
9 bam. West.
Okay, well, it wasn't a 9 bam that he needed. So that, let's see, there's 9 dot, 2 9 bams out, 1 9 dot, 3 9 dots out. So it could be on the 7 end, 1 7 dot out. And let's see, could be 7 dot, 8 crack, or 7 bam. We'll see.
Dot.
Oh, there goes another 3 dot. So let's see. There's 1 1 1. Oh, that's the first one. I'm gonna hold up. I thought somebody said there was a 3 dot out already, but I don't see that out. Oh, consecutive run line 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, Shirley. So Wes could also be playing line 2, consecutive run line 2. Yeah, we got a lot of learning to do this card, boy. Oh, Carol said that too. Okay, so there's a 9 crack, so I'm just going to ignore that.
East. 8 bam. Red. Joker swap. So.
Okay, there's a soap. Oh my God, all my tiles are going out with 1 joker. I can't even call it if I wanted it. Oh my goodness, this hand is not coming in the way I wanted it to come in.
Queen. 6 crack. Joker swap. Mahjong.
Okay. So my prediction is that regardless of the way that I went, I wasn't going to be getting that hand because Joe was pretty well set. So Joe was playing 7 and 8s cracks. That's line 3. And Wes was playing that consecutive run line 2, as opposed to 2, 3, 4, 5. And Agata was playing consecutive run line 6, which was the hand I was playing, and he was much better set than I was. He could have called the 5 crack, the 5 dot, which I had, and the flower. Look at how beautiful his hand was playing. Okay, so let's do this again.
First chop.
I still don't know the card as well as I'd like to know it. Scary. Okay, so let's start again and do the same thing by working off of our pairs. Let's work off of the 5s and 8s. Okay, so the 5s, of course, 3, 4, 5 would work in the run family. Let's see if there's anything in the addition hands. 5 plus 2 and 7. There's only a 2. I'm not very bubbly about those addition hands. There's 1 suit, those numbers only, 3 kongs. Wow, need a lot of tiles. Okay, let's see what else we could do here with the 8. Let's see what happens with this 8. Well, we could do evens, 2, 4, 6, 8. We even have the 4 here. We have 2 more 8s. We got a lot of 8s. They could be like numbers with 8s. So we've got a lot of stuff going on here. So let's see what we will do here. I don't 1s and 6s. Nope. I know that these 2 are going because they don't help me at all. So now I have to really kind of think this through because I like the 3 8s. And let's see, 2, 4, 4, 6. There's such a combination of 2, 4, 6, 8s. I actually like that category this year. 4 and 6, 48 is a possibility, but I don't have all the tiles. So I think, you guys see anything, let me know, but I'm thinking that 2, 4, 6, 8 may end up being the way I go here. Or like numbers. And I would keep these 5s here for sure. If I had like 5, 6 bam, 7, 8 crack, that would be nice too. This is a nice pass right there. So 1, 3, 5 row end numbers right there, but I don't know that I want to get rid of anything else. And I do want to keep what I have here. So we'll go with that. Oh, I just gave a 1. I gave 1s and a 3, and now I got 3s again. Whew. Keep this. All of these 2, 4, 6, 8s, maybe a singles and pairs hand. Come on, mouse. 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't know, maybe. I always try that. I think I'm going to break up my 5s right now. I'm just going to collect 2, 4, 6, 8s. See what happens. And I got another 8, another 8. So like numbers is looking pretty good. I have not seen a wind. If I did, I would keep those wins for that third hand. Wow. Look at that. Okay, I'm on first left. So, backup hand. I need something backup. The only thing I really could think of course, singles and pairs would be very lovely, but I just have too much of a combination of 2 suits and I don't feel like it's going to work out. But if I keep, let's see, 8, 6, 8, and 48. That's not going to be that helpful either. 6 times 8, 48. I might keep this. Well, we're going to do this and this. I don't love to pass out that 5 because I gave a 5 away, but I don't want to give up too much here either. Although like numbers is looking like it's in the cards. I like that bottom concealed 2, 4, 6, 8 hand. And I think I'll keep the 6 in case I get the 2, 4, 6, 8, 2 suit run. And I think I'm going to do the 2 crack. Oh my God, it's just like one of those things. It's like, yeah, will it work? Maybe. Oh, maybe I'll keep that east. Who knows? I got to continue because I don't have one hand. All right. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Now I'm going to keep the 2 in the 4 and I'm going to keep the east just in case line number 3 happens. So I'll keep the 4 in 6 for maybe 2, 4, 6, 8 in one suit as a backup. I'm just trying to keep things. Oh, I got another 8. Wow. It looks like the like numbers is the direction my hand is going in. And I got in north. So I'm going to do this. So now I could be playing line number 1 or line number 3 of like numbers. It looks like that's the direction. I'm amazed that those wins did not come out until later on. Somebody was thinking, well, maybe I'll play them. And then they didn't get any more. So I got them. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, nope, but I'm going to do these so that I could hopefully get one more wind in.
Courtesy pass.
No. Okay, I'll do 3. Now if I could just get a couple of jokers.
7 dots.
Well, I got back tiles that I've already given away, all of them. They came back to me. All right, here we go.
7 dots. Flower.
And what's nice about line 1, even though there's 4 flowers, there's no pairs in the, now I will hold that just in case. Well, see, line 2 only uses 2 pairs, so I'll just hold it anyway for a while. Let me get rid of everything I don't need right now. I'll hold it to keep all those like numbers in mind.
3 bam. 4 crack. 5 bam. So.
Okay, I don't have any jokers, so nothing much I can do. But I did get another
4
one.
bam. 6 crack. 4 crack. 4 crack.
All righty.
2 crack. Red. 4 dot. 8 dot.
No, can't call it, can't do anything with it. Ignore.
2 bam. South. East.
I'll take one joker,
Yeah.
please.
3 crack call. 6 bam.
Hmm.
9 crack call. 5 bam.
Wow, we have a joker exchange with the 3 crack and the 9 crack.
Joker swap.
Oh,
West.
now we only have one. There's a west.
7 bam.
There's the south went out.
4 bam. West.
Another west.
6 bam. Flower.
So those
5 bam.
winds are going out
6
now.
bam.
Smart of them.
8 bam.
Okay. So here's an opportunity for me to call, and I could use it in line 1, 2, or 3. So I might as well call it because I don't need to put up a joker. So I'm going to go ahead and call it for a Kong
Call.
and get rid of
6
this.
crack. 7
I will
bam.
have to certainly make some decisions based on what
1 bam.
comes in.
4 bam.
A lot of activity.
4 dot.
All right. There's an 8. Oh, wow. Now, let's think about this. I could call the soap if it comes in. I'm talking about line 2. I have my 8s, which is my Kong of 8s, and I would not need all 3 of these, but I do need reds. So, and the line 3, I have to worry about those singles and the pair, but with the flower, I still, for line 1, I still have to worry about getting more of them. So I think I'm going to either try for line 1 or line 2. Because we've already got, let's see, only 2 wests have already gone out. One more west goes out and I can't play that hand. So that's what I'm going to do.
North. Joker swap. Mah Jongg.
Oh, that was way too fast. 3, 6, 9, 9, 9, line 2. I love that hand. It's very flexible. But those pungs at the ends can be 3, 6s, or 9s in the opposite suits. I like that hand a lot. A lot. And then Joe was playing line 1, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. His hand was coming in pretty nice too. And then Agatha was playing line 2 and 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, which was the 2 suit, pung, pung, Kong, Kong. Not bad either. Well, we all had our hands coming in pretty nice, but I didn't have one decided on yet. So, Shirley earlier had said back up last line 2, 4, 6, 8, which was something I was keeping an eye on if other things happened, but they never did. So, all right, let's start again. Oh, look at all the jokers. Ooh. So good, so good. All right, let's stick this down here. Let's stick these babies down here for a little bit. And let's start out with our 5s. Well, with the 5s, it's not even, that's for sure. Like numbers, no other 5s right now. Addition hand doesn't look like it's in the cards with using the 5s. And consecutive run, I got a little tiny bit with the 6 right now, but I think we're going to have a lot more in the 5, 7, 9 category, it's looking like. Especially with the higher end numbers, or maybe like numbers with 9s. Whoops, wrong one. Or maybe 3, 6, 9. So I definitely have 5, 7, 9, the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 potential there in the could possibly be 3 suits, so I could keep that one as well right now if I don't mind passing this here. Giving 2 wins away is a little dangerous proposition. 3, 6, 9. Let's see. The 9s and dragons, that the hand that I like is the 4th hand in 3, 6, 9 as well. I like that hand. So I think I'm not going to pass 2 wins together. I'm going to pass the 1 right now. Or do I want to do something like pass this to pre-pass and maybe keep the winds and dragons bottom concealed hand as an option too? I don't know. Let's see. 9 of dragons. Maybe. Oh my God, there's so many things I could be playing. It's crazy. I think I'm going to try that. Oh, I got that. Now I got a green. Let's see. Boy, I'm looking at any like numbers. Line 2 is a possibility. Oh, maybe line 3 with news. But guess what? I have to pick something. Even 3, 6, 6, 9 is nice. Oh my God. Well, I would love to see like players trying this same hand different ways, but that wouldn't work out because all the passes would never be identical. But wow, I even, 3, 6, 9 even is looking good. But these 5s kind of seem to be bothering me as not being that great. Shirley, what do you see? Shirley's watching on Zoom. She's an excellent player. What do you see here, Shirley? Of course, Phyllis could chime in too. Wins line number 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. News with the dragons. Yeah, that's another possibility. Certainly is. It could be line 6. It could be line 7. It could be like in numbers line 2 or 3. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think I'm going to break up this. Yeah, it could be the win. It could be a lot of stuff. All right, here we go. Of course, I get a 6 in now. But I'm not going to keep it and change direction. And a 9. Yay. Okay, so there's a 9. I am going to continue. I don't need, if I'm playing the either that wins and dragons line 6, I don't need this, but I would need it if I was going to go for the bottom hand with 9s. But then that does away with my dragons, so I don't think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do this right now, these 3.
Second Charleston.
Come on, mouse. I got another green. And I got news. Okay, we're going to have to vote. Let's take a look at the hands. Well, we could put this up there. So right here, I have line 2 of any like numbers. And the one piece I really have to be concerned about is that pair. Of course, line 1, and I don't have any flowers at this point. Line 3, I have these babies. and any two of the nines that come in. And I do need a pair of flowers. That's kind of concerning. Now, the bottom winds and dragon hand is also with the dragons and the news. And I need a pair of flowers. So any which way I go is going to be a challenge. All right. Trying to see whether I think if I keep all of this, I have to give two winds right now, which I would give like a south and a west, or a north and an east, or something like that. But my head is hurting. My head is hurting here because I don't know which way to go. I mean, if I keep the news, I can play. No, I have to give something up no matter what. I have to either go with the dragons or with line 2, which doesn't require flowers. And it's all of this right here. I have to do that. I have to. That one makes the most sense. I can call the green and the red. I know I have to worry about one pair with the 9 cracker, 9 bam, but this is the way I got to go. Right or wrong or indifferent, that's what I have to do. Nada, nada, nada on these. I'm not changing direction now because we're on the last right.
Courtesy pass.
Oh my goodness. If I had changed directions, I would have had 3 more 5, 7. Oh my God. That probably would have been a good deal. Okay, so I will do 3.
7 crack.
Got back that. Isn't that funny? Okay, this is really a tough one.
So.
Well, I don't need it necessarily. And
Sap. Flower. 6 crack. 2 crack. 8 bam.
this card is quite, this card's got some really fun and interesting things. So there's a 9 dot. Obviously, I don't have jokers, so I can't call anything. No, I can't.
1 bam. 6 bam. 7 dot. South.
We definitely need some jokers to get this hand happening.
6 dot. 9 dot.
Another 9 dot.
7 bam.
Yikes.
4 crack.
And those were going
7
around.
crack. 7 crack. Green.
Well, if I commit to that, then I'd have to switch out into something else. What the heck? I think I will. Or do I want to let it go right now? Oh my goodness. I need so many jokers right now. I just want to let it go. Yeah,
North.
tough night.
2 crack. 2 bam. Call. 6 bam. Flower.
Well, we'll hold that for sure. Now that we would need that for the, no, I already gave that up unless I get back a
3
west.
dot. Call. 8 crack. East. 3 crack.
Got some calls, but
Call. 1 dot. 5 dot. Joker swap. 5 bam.
oh, come on. Give me this. Okay, so Now I wish I had kept the news.
6 crack.
Well, you just never know how things are going to go.
Call. Red.
All right, so let's see what Wes is playing with the threes. So it could be like numbers. What else could he be playing? It doesn't look like 369. Uh, 1335, which would be line 2 under 13579, or like numbers. I think those are the two. Okay, there goes another dragon. And I can't commit to it. I can't commit to it at this point. I can't do the line 6 winds and dragons. I've got to go ignore. Oh, this is really a mess.
6 dot.
6. Okay, we do have how many? One available. And 6 and 8 could be line 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Either line 1, left side or right side. It could be 2, 4, 6, 8. Line number, 2, 4. No, that's the only one that it could be under 2, 4, 6, 8. Or it could be flowers 6, 7, 8 consecutive run. Line 3 on the left side. 3A. E. Well,
8 band. 9 crack. 9 crack.
I'm not
West.
picking my tiles. There was a west. There's a 9. Bam. Okay, so that secures that. And I need a lot of help here. But I think if I had to pick, it's going to be probably probably like numbers with, line 1 like numbers or line 2. So I'm going to dump these.
South. West.
I sound like there goes a west, so I'm happy if you went that way.
9 band.
I'll take just a couple of jokers. I'll take one joker. Okay.
East. 7.
Miracles happen, in this game. Oh. I know I don't need that because of this, but I need 2 jokers for that 9 now because both went out. And I don't have any.
7 dot.
4 dot. Well, let's see if this is Agatha's tile. Because there are none out yet.
4 dot. 6 band.
Nope.
4 dot. 5 band.
All right, we'll get rid of this and then I can do a joker exchange for the 6 dot. So, Agatha, may I have your joker, please?
Joker swap.
Thank you, nice and kindly. That helps a little bit. We're now at 50 tiles, so we're in the middle game. I'm going to have to dump those flowers. And I'm just kind of committed now. I hope I get that. How many 9 cracks went out? Oh, shoot, 2 went out. Oh, my goodness gracious, 2 went out. Oh, that hand could go bye-bye very quickly. I might have to switch out to line 1.
North.
Oh,
6 band. West. 8 crack.
okay, let's see if this is needed anywhere. I don't think so.
5 dot. 7 crack. 7 dot. North.
All the wins.
7 dot. Green.
Do I risk it? There's 1 9 crack left. This hand could go belly up so quickly. I could switch out to line number 2 under Winds and Dragons. So I think I'm going to call it. And that would be a far stretch because 2 soaps went out, but I'm going to call it. At least I have one thing I could get rid of if I had to. I can't get rid of those flowers then. Ugh. Okay, we'll call it. Now I have to do one or the other. So let's see. I can't get rid of those. I kind of have to take a chance with that. All I need is one more good pick and one call. Don't need that there. I need that for the. So let me see. So I have the pair here. No, I need it here. So I guess I have to go this way and just hope that that other 9 crack, I didn't miss it, did I? Does not go out. Okay. It is what it is.
Flower. 1 dot. 8 crack.
Oh my God. Okay. Now, this is if I make this hand, it will be close to a miracle.
Flower. 7 bam. 1 crack. Call. 4 bam. 1 crack. 2 crack.
1 dot. Okay, so let's see now. Wes is doing the 1 3 3 5, which is line 2 under 1 3 5 7 9. Okay.
1 dot. West. Flower. 1 bam.
4 crack. Oh, 2 4 6 8. Let's see how many I'm thinking of him. How many 4s? 1 2. Lots of 2s. So I think it's safe.
4 crack. Mahjong.
I gave it to 2 3 4 5 to Joe. But I was set for a 9 crack. Let's see where it is. Right there. Wow. I did come close, you have to admit. All right, let's look and see what Wes is playing. 1 3 5 7 9 line 2. 1 3 3 5 and then 2 4 6 8 line 1. So it was the 1 suit. Okay. So he wasn't set to call when some of his tiles were discarded. All right, well, that was kind of, boy, it's a little stressful, some of these games. I think once I get, where did Joe come from? Oh, I know, because he only had the 2 BAMs up there. I know, really like out of nowhere. I think I'll be a lot better when I get to know it really well, but I'm still learning it. All right, let's go ahead.
Charleston.
Oh, I got a couple of, what are those things there? Oh, they're jokers. Well, what do you know? Okay, well, we're going to start out with our multiples. And I do see right away that 1 3 5 7 9 could be a potential here. Could definitely be. Or addition hands. I have 3s and 7s. So it could be 3 plus 4 equals 7. So I have to keep my eye on, because those are such odd numbers that you don't think of them together. I have to keep my eye on that to be able to keep that in mind. Let's see what else I would keep. Yeah, 2 and 3, the run of 2 and 3, the run of 7 and 8, the matching dragon. That's good stuff right there. Now, yeah, these are all same suits, but I have a plan. I'm not just collecting them because they look so pretty together. So I think I'm going to do this. And I got a 5 and I got a 9. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and the hardest part of that hand is already secured with my 3 cracks and 7 cracks. Line number 1, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Wow. Nice, nice. Now, I might want to keep that just for a little bit. We'll see what happens here. Of course, I gave one away. Get one. Now I'm going to continue.
Second Charleston.
Just keep going. There's another 5. Now I will give up the red. Now 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Yep. Things are looking good there. Okay.
Courtesy pass.
I'll pass 3.
3 crack.
Okay. All right. So I don't need that, but I do want to see, where I could possibly use those jokers, either with the 1s or the 9 or the 5. We'll just see what comes out first. And hopefully I'll make it.
4 bam. 2 dot. 3 dot. Flower. 1 bam. 1 dot. 1 dot. 1 bam. 7 dot. Red. 9 bam. 3 dot.
Okay.
2 dot. Lost.
I do like to keep pairs if I happen to get them, just in case someone is using them and I throw one out and I get a little joker bait out of it, but we'll see.
9 dot.
I don't think.
Green.
Okay. So now I can move this here. So now I can call the 1 crack, the 5 crack, and the 9 crack.
6 crack. Call. North.
Well, that's what I want to happen, but with a joker in it. And that's how you get joker bait. If there was a joker in it, I had that other 6. Didn't happen though, but it would have been nice.
9 dot. 3 bam.
Oh, another joker. We'll just stick it anywhere. And I'll do the 4 because there's no 4s out, and the 6 is pretty safe because Wes has got 3 of them.
4 crack. 2 dot. 3 crack.
Okay, there's a 3 and I don't need it.
2 bam. 8 dot. Green. Green. 9 crack.
All right, we will call that 9 crack for a tongue.
Call.
Now
6 crack.
I'm set for a 1 crack or a 5 crack or a joker.
5 bam. 7 crack.
Of course, I don't need the 7 crack.
5 dot. 7 crack.
I don't need it again.
South. South.
And there we go. First Mahjong of the night. Oh my God, you got to have 1 Mahjong. Honestly, it is a lot in the picking, as you could see. I got 4 jokers, and those help a whole lot. Whole lot. You don't have jokers, you can make great decisions, and it's going to be a lot harder to have your hand come in. So, okay, so we'll play 1 more, and then I'll have to say goodbye until next week. But all right, let's take a look. I don't want to forget to look at the hands. Joe is playing. Well, let's see. The winner is playing me. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Joe is playing 2, 4, 6, 8. Line 4. Didn't look too good to me. 6 times 8, 48. Ooh, golly, that was not coming in too good, Joe. Wow, tough one. And then any like numbers, line 3 for Agatha. Yep. Any like numbers, line 3 with the news, and he didn't have the West. Looks like a situation I was in not too long ago. Consecutive run line 6 for Wes here, and 3, 4, 5 with the 6s. That's going to be a popular hand. Boy, I gotta really I gotta study this card even more. Thought I had a good handle on it, but I'm not so sure. All right, let's start again.
Course Charleston.
Oh my God, I got those things again. What the heck are those things? Woo-hoo. All right, we only have one multiple of 2s. So what could we keep with our 2s? Well, we could definitely, there's not a whole, let's see how many evens we have. 2, 4, and 8 there. Not bubbly about that. If I were to keep something, I might keep the 8. Let's see about some kind of run, or 2s and 5s equals 7. Look at that. 2 plus 5 equals 7 in the making right there. Ooh, that's pretty cool. All right, and then what we'll do is we'll keep some run stuff if we can. So maybe 1, 2, 3 for a mixed suit run, line 3, B. That means the right side, if I say that. And we'll keep that as an option. We will not be keeping this south because I'm not feeling it. Because I want to keep too much of the other stuff right here. Keep the 8. I don't know. I'll mix it up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll keep the 4 dot. I think in terms of like runs with 2 suits. So like 1, 2, 3 dot, 4 dot, 1, 2, bam, 3 dot, 4 dot. That is a reason to keep that right there more than anything, I think. So maybe I'll keep the 4 and I'll do the 8. Boy, I got a lot to keep track of here. I hope I don't get rid of something I need. Ooh, a 7. Okay, so 2 plus 5 equals 7. Okay, that's coming in pretty nice. Now, if I want to keep 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to be necessary. And what else? 1, 2, 3 still. I can get rid of these. Would have been nice. Okay, don't act up on me now. 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean 5, 6, 7. I could do, and maybe do these. All right. 2, 6 plus 1, 3 plus 4. Okay, continuing.
Charleston.
I'll do these. Wow. Crazy. But I'm also now seeing 5, 7, 9 as a possibility, but I have to pass 3. So what do I want to give up, if anything? 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess this one. Oh, 2 plus 5 equals 7. Whoa, look at that. Nice. All right, we'll get rid of this and this. We'll keep the 6 for flower 5, 6, 7 as a backup. And that's now on the left side. 3, A. Do I want to keep these for any reason? I don't think so. I really don't. Well, 3, 4, 3 dot, 4 dot, 5 bam, 6 bam. I think I'm going to keep them. I think I'm feeling like I need to keep them.
Courtesy pass.
Nada. We'll do 2. All right. I think I need to write down all these hands I'm keeping track of. All right. Nothing came in. Okay. Let's go over it. Flowers, 2 plus 5 equals 7. Back up, flower, 5, 6, 7, consecutive run, line 3A. Back up, consecutive run, line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, B. 3 dot, 4 dot, 5 bam, 6 bam. Okay, 3 hands. We don't, that's not a lot to keep track of. So you guys have to help me.
South. Flower.
Well, that's a flower that I do need.
9 crack. 2 dot. South. Flower. 9 dot. 9 dot.
Okay, I'll take that. Because now I could call the 2, the 5, and the 7 very nicely.
7 crack. 9 bam. 6 crack. Flower.
If all the flowers don't go out first. Whew.
3 bam. 7 crack. East. 1 bam. West. North. 8 dot. 8 crack.
Well, there's a lot of 9s out. I haven't seen a 3 or a 4 yet. I'm going to give those up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. I can always do the 9 dot. I like to hold, it's a little bit safer, but I'll do that. Just hold on to the 3 and 4 because believe it or not, it is the safer hand to play because I don't have to worry about the flower. So 3 dot, 4 dot, pung pung, Kong Kong with the 5s and 6 is a safer hand. I think I need to just hang on a little bit longer to those tiles. So I'll do this.
South. 4 bam. 7 bam.
Okay, there we go. I gotta call it. I gotta commit. To a Kong of 7s, 2 plus 5 equals 7. We'll do it. We'll do it. Makes me nervous, but
Call.
I'm doing it.
4 dot. 7 dot. 5 bam.
And we're calling it.
Call. 3 dot. 9 crack. 2 bam.
Let me put this here. Oh, geez. Are you kidding me?
Call. 6 bam.
Nobody's going to throw me a flower. I don't pick it on my own. Nobody's going to call me oh my God, nobody's going to throw it to me. Oh my God.
Joker swap. 4 crack. Call. East.
4 and 6. 4, 5, 6 consecutive run. What else could it be? 4 times 6 equals 24. 2, 4, 6, 8, 4th line down. Consecutive run, 3rd line, 3B, line 3B.
5 dot.
8
8 bam. Flower.
Oh my God.
Mahjong.
Okay, what a good way to end the night. Woo! And it's the first time I made that hand, so I get to dot my card. I'm not really big on those addition hands, but they did come in very nicely, so it came in really nicely. Okay, let's look at what everybody else is playing too. Joe is, by the way, for those of you that don't know it, I haven't said this in a long while. These bots are, hold on 1 second. I hear some feedback in the other room. Okay. My husband's trying to fix it. Can you hear it in the background? Good. Luckily you can't hear it. Okay. So these names of the bots are play on words. So if you can figure out what they mean, I'll give you a second while we're talking about it and then I'll tell you. All right, so Joe was playing line 4, which is what we thought one of the two we thought. 4 times 6 equals 24. West, line 6. The 1, 3 with the opposite dragons to the 3, 5 suit. Far from anything there. And then any like numbers, line 2. And he was still not too well set up. He was pretty far from it too. Okay, so Agatha Dead Hand. I got a dead hand. Joe Curlis. Jokerless. West Wind. West Wind. Cute, right? So cute. All right. Well, thank you, Carol. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining in tonight. We had a really nice crowd. Let me get off. I always forget to stop sharing, too. It was really fun tonight. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys had fun. Boy, some of those beginning hands were so frustrating. If anybody ever says that this game is easy, don't believe them, because it isn't easy. It really is a juggle. And, you know, yeah, you can go and just sometimes just take one thing and focus on just one thing. But I really do like to try to keep as many options as I can open. It definitely helps, especially if you have to end up switching a hand. And as you can see, I don't really love to call early and lock myself in too early unless my hand is pretty well set. So I'd rather just, you know, play defensively if I can't make it. Anyway, it was so much fun. Until we meet again, everybody, practice, practice, practice. I will be studying this card. I know I still need a lot of work on it. So have fun, and we'll see you again next Wednesday. Be well, everybody. Good night, everybody watching from YouTube. Bye.